All right, my friends, welcome back to another best of 3 showdown. It's going to be myself facing off against Strat Game playing on the old Anticity ladder. Now, as far as the matchup goes, first game here is going to be against Skaven, so I'm really trying to practice High Elves. I typically get set in my ways of playing the Empire, the Skaven, Vampire Coast, and Warriors of Chaos just non-stop, so I figure I need to branch out my faction selection. What I like about High Elves mainly is that they do have a couple bad matchups. I think Greenskins, Bretonnia, and Norska can be a little bit tricky, so can Beastmen. But you can still even win those, right? And what's also really good about High Elves is they're quite good against Undead. So good against Tomb Kings, good against Vampire Counts, and can do okay against Coast. Coast is, I don't know, maybe slightly favored for High Elves? I have no idea. Again, I'm learning the faction, but I got some tricks up my sleeve. So against Skaven, I've actually tried this one a couple times. I found that people do like to pick the Skaven into old High Elves here. So let's go ahead and go to our build, which I think is still good. Let's change one thing. I'd like to get like one infantry unit, so maybe we cut one Silver Helm. Teclis is going to be on horse. We have double Arcane Phoenix. It's basically like the bolt throwers just sit back. They pound the weapons teams, the monsters, while you're like cycle charging and hammering with your other units. It's quite a powerful build for sure. Enfeebling Foe here with Teclis triggers the Kindle Flame combo. So if you're looking to do that, you Enfeebling Foe your target and send to the birds. They suddenly get like a 22%, 25% increase to their damage, which is pretty insane. Yeah, I think it's 22%. Yeah, it looks like it. So let's see here. Now, I think maybe the Reaver Archers are really nice. I think I'll cut one Silver Helm. The Elves are just so expensive. That's the problem. What you can do is you can go Peckless to save a little bit of money. So now you can see we have enough for a couple infantry units, right? So we could get like double Ranger, which might not be a bad idea, just to have some like backfield buffering, or we could get a Reaver. Yeah, that probably feels a little bit better because it kind of still fills that role right there. And then aside from that, we can get like one, I don't know. Yeah, probably like a Ranger unit. We could just slap some chevrons on that bad boy, although honestly, they're probably better suited on the big bird. Looks good. All right, I think we're ready. Good luck, have fun, and guys, we'll be back when the game starts. All right, guys, and now we're here in the match. Let's go ahead and set up the army here. So we have the triple bolt thrower, like I said, very, very good against Skaven. It's a little bit scary if they get super aggressive because you basically, like I said, only have the one Ranger unit back here to protect them. So you really need to be super heavy with your forward pressure, right? So Peckless and company, and just checking the model count and all that stuff, which should be fine. Oftentimes, of course, people forget that the bolt thrower crews, they only count towards 3 models here on the balance of power, but when you actually drop them off, each of the crew members is like an individual model. So, all right, so let's get you two here, the Silver Helms, Helms of Silver, and then these Reavers can be over here. So we had to downgrade one of them to a Reaver. We have our Cavalry. They're pretty good, again, for poking a number of targets. We'll put them off on the weak side of the formation. You know what, let's actually put this Reaver back here. We'll hide him in the trees. Just in case my opponent comes in with like a doggo push or something, I think that could be prudent to have him back there. Bolt throwers are in 6, Rangers are chilling. And I think we're all good to go. We could even hide these guys a little bit, but I don't know, like, it feels weird. Yeah, you know, that's completely hidden right there. That's fine. That's totally fine. So what you want to do is you want to get the Silverhelm charges on the Rat Ogres. On the charge, Silverhelms absolutely dominate them in combat. And aside from that, you're basically just trying to Goon Lord with Teclis and your other Phoenix. And good luck, have fun. He's saying he's ready to be farmed. I'm sure you'll do great, man. I've seen you doing well on this ladder, so. Ready. All right, we're good. Let's have some fun. Let's lose this first game. Should be good. Again, still learning these High Elves. So firstly, we'll go after the Grey Seer. We'll fly overhead. Actually, the Grey Seer isn't that big of a threat. The mortars are actually more of a threat. They're just like an absolute scourge. So we'll move you guys up the side. It looks like, yeah, that's the problem on this map. We might be in range pretty quick. So we need to fan these guys out so they're not so... Yeah, and like shooting at the birds, like we don't really care too much about that. So no problem. Let's go and see if we can snipe these guys. Let's bring you guys up as well. And now these Silverhelms need to move up and charge, because if you just like run straight to my stuff, it can get a little bit scary. So, okay, so he's got Deathmaster. He's got all sorts of crazy stuff going on. We need to split these mortars up. Have you guys charging there. Now Silverhelms can actually come in the front, and you guys can start hammering on some dudes on the flank here. Very, very good. All right, so now Peckless and company, we can prepare a frontal charge on the Ogres. You have to see where they kind of rotate off to, and we are getting some good damage there, which is great. So Silverhelms charging the Skaven slaves. You guys pull out front. Silverhelms charge here. Now we can get Peckless and company to go after Morskatar's Hellion. What we'll do is Enfeebling Foe him, which will make him die very quickly, and you can see we're getting some good pressure across the battlefield, which is great. Now we can switch the bolt throwers onto this. We did kill one mortar team. We'll go ahead and dive the other one, pull you guys back, and this fight seems to be going pretty good. Although the Silverhelms, yeah, we're not killing the Morskatar's Hellion as quickly as I'd like. Though we're about to get the other mortar offline, which is really good. We can set these Rangers up and pull these Cavalry up as well. We kind of have to stay the course here until we get the Morskatar's Hellion. That's really, really important. And there we go. So excellent. So we got the mortar teams compromised. Teclis and company are tanking. No problem. I still have regrowth in the back pocket, so let's make sure we're actually attacking the appropriate target. Move you guys out, move you guys up, and yes, the mortars are offline. Let's go ahead. I don't want to send like a good cavalry unit to chase off the mortars. I'd like to send like a Reaver or something. And okay, Morsecutars is broken. Let's go ahead and slam jam, space jam them here, pull back, and we do have a Potion of Croy, which we will use to get a little bit of ward save there, and good. So we trapped the Morsecutars Hellion. Hopefully we can get away here with Teclis. Might need to just keep pathing. You can go there, and Teclis gets out. Good. So now we can go ahead and chase. Mortar team temporarily shut offline. Let's go ahead and hammer them with the charge. Get the other mortar teams. You can never let those mortar teams live. If you do, you're going to pay the ultimate troll toll. So good. We get in. Morsecutars Hellion is pretty crumped, and that is exactly what we're looking for. So now we can chase it off the battlefield using something else. And the bolt throwers are in a little bit of danger, so we drop the crew, we run. And yeah, now we go after probably the Grey Seer. Actually, I think it's Deathmaster. Yeah, it looks like it might be Deathmaster. Okay, so you guys go ahead and chase off Morsecutars Hellion. Both mortar teams are offline for now. Reavers can just charge in and hammer down these Skaven slaves, and we can go ahead and pop a regrowth here in a second. So we probably regrowth our second bird. And do we go after the caster? I think so. We can just go after the caster here. That should be fine. And we can enfeebling foe him as well. Looks good. All right, so the other crew is running for the hills, as expected. We'll get you guys going in here. Morsecutars Hellion's being chased off. And how is the gooning going? A little bit dicey for sure. Yeah, we kind of got a weird angle there. So let's pull back, and we can actually drop this and run as well. So I can go over here. Only way we really throw this is if we lose, like, you know, one of our birds, which Arcane Phoenixes are very, very tough to kill. So I'm feeling pretty good in that regard. Okay, so mortar teams have come back. We can't let that happen. Like, even a couple mortar volleys can change the entire ebb and flow of the game. You guys hide in the trees. You guys hide in the trees back here. We pull back to open field. All right, so they're chased down. Very good. These mortars should be offline relatively soon. These are Council Guard. Oh, I didn't notice that. Okay, so maybe we go and actually get one of the bird vortexes on the Council Guard. And this bolt thrower crew can kind of run. Okay, so Council Guard, where are you at? Let's go ahead and do this and prepare to get the bump and grind. And 1 and a 2 and a 3. Very good. That'll be a good drop right there. Oh, why did it not go off? What was that? That was weird. Could have sworn I clicked that. Anyways, we'll come back over. Should get it this time. All right, solid. So we got that going. Our cab are still chasing stuff off, mostly Skaven slaves. So we can just kind of let the Rangers kind of fight here, bring Teclis around the back, try and get some gooning. And we need to just make sure they, you know, don't get stuff back, basically. And now the bolt thrower crews, this is the fun part. Now that we've kind of pulled the Skaven away here, ooh, Deathmaster is a little bit alone, so we can go ahead and enfeebling foe him, and hopefully we can 2v1 him in that fight right there, which would be great. So yeah, that's why the bolt thrower crews, you drop them and run. You can bring those guys back right now, and yes, bring them back right here. So Deathmaster certainly got punished a little bit. Teclis needs to come in and charge him again. You come over here, and I think that's a Plague Furnace, so I don't know how much we want to get into the Mortis Engine game. We actually have some range tools too, so we can like start shooting the Rat Ogres and keep the Rangers going. Silver Helms, keep doing your thing. And the birds are safe. Very good. So bolt throwers back online and start shooting the Plague Furnace. Other ones will be back online soon, and you guys need to hustle over there. You can hit spacebar to actually reveal that and show where your stuff is here. So, all right, let's go up here. Go after these guys. What are these? Just Skaven slaves. I'm feeling pretty confident right now. Getting the teams back is very, very good. These cavalry can come over here and hammer them down, and now he's like moving back towards the bolt throwers, but we can go ahead and do a little bit of cycle charging while the birds go and pick off some assets in the back. And yeah, just do our thing. Okay, so let's pull through here. Hopefully we can get some damage on this guy. Flame Furnace is offline. And basically we're just kind of keeping him from going back to our bolt throwers right now. Okay, let's keep going after that. Very good. Pull you guys all back here. Bolt throwers keep blasting the Plague Furnace. You guys can do this. Yeah, looks like we're out of the vortexes. That's the one downside of bringing Teclis on the bird instead of another Arcane Phoenix, is you only get one of the vortexes, but it's really not the end of the world. Reaver Cav, you keep doing your thing. Pick off the Plague Furnace. Once we get rid of the Mortis Engine, we can surround much safer. All right, that's broken. That's good. And like I said, this matchup's pretty scrappy. Skaven are a very, very scary faction, so you have to really try and take them apart piecemeal here. All right, so let's go chase it down here. We can get you guys shooting into the ogres, I guess, which is fine. And Teclis and company can go and how do we want to do this? Yeah, with the Council Guard here, it's still a little bit scary. We have all these cavalry we kind of forgot about here, and we drop and run. Remember, it's always a good thing to do. Forces your opponents to like overextend and chase and all sorts of drama like that. Okay, that thing is done for now. Bolt thrower, these ones just won't run back. That's a shame. Well, this bolt thrower is probably going to pay the price. We can go ahead and go in with like an Arcane Phoenix and try and goon here a little bit. We'll be careful with Teclis though, because I don't want to get my lord surrounded. I can take some more risks with this bird, and now we can bring in the cavalry for like the full backhammer here. All right, cool. So yeah, Deathmaster is definitely taking some damage. We'll pull Teclis in preparation for this round. Go ahead and regrowth this bird, and you guys can go ahead and charge here. You guys can charge under here, and Teclis is going to come in for like a bit of an alpha strike here. All right, so let's charge Deathmaster. Keep going after him. Bolt thrower crew can make its way back now, and good. So we have our two birds in combat now. He does have the halberds, which is very scary. Deathmaster's got to be close to breaking. We have 2 massive expensive monsters going. And good. We got the Alpha Strike. All right. I think that's GG. So yeah, most of the army's cleaned up now. Basically, it's just a bump and grind with the ye old Council Guard. I actually played this matchup today against Romulan Dog. We played in the Legendary Lords tournament, so I think I was a little bit warmed up for it. But yeah, it's scary. Like, if those mortars stay online, but the bolt throwers can usually kill the mortars, and then at that point you just we could even go like spray fire mode right now and just charge into them. I don't think it really matters. The rest of the army is broken, more or less. Go forth and prosper. Yes, dive in there. We have another bolt thrower. We can get those back online here. Teclis has so much Winds of Magic. It's so awesome. The Enfeebling Foe combo is really cool. So check this out. It goes off, and you can see now they're weak to fire because of the Kindle Flame passive Teclis has. It's just such a powerful character. And Peckless, Arcane Phoenix can be good. I mean, value accrued. 1,400 on him, but 1,800 here. Yeah, they might not have like gotten crazy value, but the thing is they're both like full health right now, right? So that's really the variable to take into account. And we can go spray fire mode. We can just start shooting into the Council Guard. And mainly at this point, just a grind. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that one. It was a fun replay, to say the least. A good scrap. And yeah, as far as the build goes, yeah, Deathmaster can be scary for sure. Like if you get caught and shanked a couple times, but us killing the mortars early was big. Mortars are usually like the big breadwinners in such an army. Also, killing the Morse Guitar's Hellion early on was quite valuable. And the fact that there was no wolf rats, maybe if there had been like 1 or 2 wolf rats, because just imagine he gets to my artillery, and 1 wolf rat can kill all the crews, right? Instead, they run up into the forest, and like you either send something expensive to kill them, or they come back and get on the bolt throwers, and they get you your value. So, yeah, let's take a look here. Let's see what's cracking. He played well though. Yeah, it was a scrappy game. I was definitely stressed the whole time, in a good way. Like, you know, a good healthy gamer stress. Yeah, Reaver Archers did bad, not bad. Bolt throwers certainly paid for themselves. Just a couple of them did. GG, well played. Thank you, man. So next map we have. Let me go ahead and minimize and check this real quick in ye old Discord. And the next map, according to the bot, is going to be the Lost Crater. What the hell is that map? The Lost Crater? Oh man, this is scary. What is this map? Oh, it's just like a okay, got it. Yeah, they are super tough to kill. Insanely durable. Especially Teclis, because he has Potion of Koroi. So your turn. So now for him, he's got a couple. I mean, yeah, you can bring Jezzails too. Jezzails can really pressure Teclis and the other bird. Basic gutter runners are actually pretty damn cost effective. Like little cheap Skaven slave singers can be annoying. Like 1 damage at a time adds up. You know, there's a number of ways. You know, Hadries has liked to use double warp lightning cannon or even triple. So there's plenty of ways Skaven can deal with that. Throughout the Unclean with Throughout's scary though because he's weak to fire, so he can really get punished. So he's going Chaos and he's banning Wood Elves and Dark Elves. So now the problem with that, although for his sake, I'm not the best Vampire Count player. I'm okay. I'm like a mid-level Vampire Count player, but this leaves Vampire Counts open, which gets a little bit scary for them. On top of that, Greenskins are a good pick, so we'll just go with Greenskins because I don't play them often on the channel, so we'll go Greenskins. Now, what is my build versus this? I played this recently. Now, this, in my opinion, is a pretty Greenskin favored matchup. Let's see if my build is up to date. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I don't know, Bob. We could probably cut Bob, honestly. There's no point to really have Bob in this build. You got the Boar Boys, you got a lot of skirmishing. These could probably be made into Spider Riders. I think this build might be a little bit dated. So Spider Riders are just objectively better because of the, I've kind of changed my tune on that. 3 Black Orcs is fine. I think you can only have 3. Let me go ahead and double check in banner rules. If it's 4, then yeah, 4 is the way. Because Black Orcs just like basically outtrade like everything Chaos has except Chosen. You know who's actually surprisingly fun in this matchup is the big Rogue Idol ROR. It can be quite a meme for sure. All right, so we're going to go ahead and check the tournament rules. Pull up the banner rules document. Some elite infantry are limited to 3, some are 4. I think Black Orcs might be below the price point, but we'll just go ahead and double check, guys. So thanks for sticking around. Yeah, hopefully you enjoy the format. It's fun. I like doing it. It's casual. It's low-key. Just jump on and enjoy ourselves. Where art thou, Greenskins? I know you're lurking here somewhere. Yes, good, Anakin. I will find you. Yeah, Black Orcs are maximum of 3. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. So we have the Black Orcs. We have the Bacon Cav. Bacon Cav actually trades surprisingly well with the Chaos Cavalry. And we have Azag as well. We have Spirit Leech, probably all we really need. And the Goblin Big Boss, of course, can do some nice work. We could go Vindictive Glarecaster, too. That's probably a good idea. Because Vindictive Glare, if he brings like a mounted caster, like a Chaos Sorcerer or something like that, we can really get some good sniping. Plus, it's only 400 gold. You get like the Wand of Jet. It's just some good stuff. It's some real good stuff. We could go with like some Stone Trolls too. Stone Trolls can do some work. I really want to break a Rogue Idol. I want it so bad. We could cut both Goblins, but I think we need the little guys. So we can go ROR Goblins. We have enough to win the skirmishing game most likely. Spider Riders do very well against Horsemen. The frontline fighting should be fine. We have the Bacon Cavalry. Pump Wagons kind of suck, unfortunately. Giant against Chaos. They have Marauder Horsemen. That's kind of an interesting tech piece, like a Giant. I don't know if I'm digging it, though. You know, we'll get some Squig Hoppers to kill the really cheap Marauders, like just to kind of clean out chaff. And do we want any DACA? That's the problem. I guess we have DACA in the form of the Spider Riders and stuff. That's going to be enough. So we have the little caster here, little Goblin Big Boss. If we strip down his abilities, that's fine, but we can't quite. We can just bring this. He's so useful. It's just getting they need stabbing when Azag's going in for the big soccer kick there is pretty good. Do we want to get a basic Spider Rider? I don't think so. Do you want to get some Squig Herds? Yeah, that was actually the fun build, wasn't it? Okay. We can do this. We'll get Squig Herds for you guys. That'll be fun. You don't see them too often. Yeah, there we go. Chaos Knights are a little bit messy to deal with, but with Azag and Spirit Leech and, you know, that kind of thing, let's Chevron up the Squigs. Now, normally, guys, you would want to probably Chevron, you know, okay, I'm not going to be stupid. Let's Chevron the proper units here. Black Works, Biggins. If you can't afford items are typically better than Chevrons if it's like a good, impactful item. That's 203, though, which is actually a good item, mind you, but I just can't afford it. We could downgrade you to a Wolf, and then we could actually afford that. Okay, that's fun. That's fun. All right. I think we're all good. All right. Good luck to my opponent, and let's have some fun in this match, and see ya in the battle. All right, guys, and now we're back in business, and the battle is upon us. It's actually a pretty good map. I got to throw this one in my rotations. It's I always like read the name. I'm like, oh god, it's like something crater, which means it's going to be like ridiculous. So what we do is the goblins are on the flanks because you can sacrifice them a little bit easier there, and you know, they can absorb cap charges, all that sort of good stuff. When we put the squigs, kind of split the difference between them, and the squigs actually stacked on top of goblins can do some good damage, some respectable damage. Little Goblin Great Shaman can chill here. Spider Rider Core going to be super lazily microed in just one big control group. Always the way to do it, trust me. And trust me, I'm a professional. And we'll get these pigs on the flanks, and the little Gobbo that could will be hanging out here on his little wolf. Poor guy, he got his mount downgraded there. Ready when you are. So Chaos banning Wood Elves and Dark Elves definitely is a Chaos. I consider myself a bit of a Chaos guy. They're both strong, I mean, good against Chaos in a way, but Chaos can beat Wood Elves. It's a matchup that's doable for sure. And, you know, I would say maybe slightly Wood Elf favor just because they're a stronger faction, but Chaos can win at like 45-55, maybe even closer to 50-50, depending on the skill of the Chaos player. But the Dark Elves are pretty good against Chaos. It's not a fun matchup, but yeah, that's the thing about Chaos. Like, I don't know. Yeah, they're a hard first pick faction, you know, in my experience. Like, picking them first opens you up to a lot of counter picks. Although I have been able to win with Warriors of Chaos against, you know, very, very solid Greenskin players. So it's doable for sure. He might be able to crump me here, but I still think it's a tricky pickle. So he's got some spawn there, which is fine. We'll go in. Let's get the Bacon Cav running up. Bacon Cav running up. Azag cruising. Spirit Leech targets. We have Big Bird. Big Bird is definitely pretty obnoxious, but you know, it's all good. Let's go here on that side. Move you guys here. We want to get the squigs on the Forsaken and basically just use goblins to screen out the firepower here and pull our squigs back, make sure they don't get focused. And now we can start shooting at the Forsaken here, which is fine. We'll save Upwind's magic, and we could actually Vindictive Glare spam here. So yeah, you can see we're pulling back these targets, basically just throwing in Silver Shielded Goblins. Black Orcs will absolutely dominate most of these fights, pretty hardcore actually. And we need to get the squigs out here, so these guys can go here, and these guys can kind of pan out there to get these Bacon Cav going, and you guys can run up here, which is good. All right, so the fighting's underway. We have a couple Spirit Leech targets. We could actually just go for a bit of, you know what? Let's actually go after the Manticore and just try and like take that thing out real quick. Yeah, looks fine. Okay, so some pretty scary fights on the flank. We can send in the Bacon Cavalry and also some squigs. We can go ahead and jump over here and help out, and these Bacon Cav can just kind of chill and reserve as well. So we'll keep circling around the back. We're gonna go after the Manticore. Let's pop this. The Bacon Cav do get hit by your boy, Big Chicken there. So we just need to make sure we don't get caught in like a nasty Final Transmutation or something. And I think we should be okay. All right, let's go here. Spider Riders can keep Tokyo drifting around. You can see the Forsaken battle lines are buckling, and the Trolls are honestly going to die as well. Yeah, the one thing we got to watch out for is the Final Transmutation stuff. That's like really can get quite ugly for sure. So Vindictive Glare, let's go ahead and pop it on you. Pull you back up in the sky, and yeah, just keep crumping. Let's pop that wah. Pull you guys over the top. Honestly, my play with the Spider Riders on the far side wasn't very good. I kind of let myself get caught, and I think he was trying to Final Transmutation me there. Yeah, but the Black Orcs like can still carry the day for sure. They're a very nasty unit. So let's pull back, pull you guys back here. Let the squigs keep going and go after the Manticore up in the sky. And yeah, Blackwork's still doing their thing. We could, those are mirror guard there. Yeah, it looks like he's going in. So now we can go ahead and pile in ourselves. We have to be kind of conservative about it. So let's go ahead and get you guys to go attack them in melee. And Azag can go ahead and pop the art armor, which will give a big kind of buff up to these guys here. Now we do have some spirit leeches as well. Blackwork's doing well in their respective flank fights. Pull you guys in. Our bacon cav do get another kind of follow-up charge there. And now we can bring some spider riders in to hammer these guys. All right, so Azag, keep going after the big chicken. We have spirit leeches. Let's go ahead and drop it on mirror guard. A little bit of a sloppy kind of a focus there, but it's fine. I think we're doing okay. It's a pretty close game. My opponent's playing very, very well. Spider, let me go ahead and make sure he needs stabbing. Go in there, keep beating him down. Thankfully, the final transmutation did miss pretty badly. We have Vindictive Glares. I guess we just saved that for like late game sniping. You can see the Spider Riders really dominating the mobile game pretty decisively. And yeah, there's a couple of these coming back in, but it's not a huge deal. All right, keep going. Trolls are here. Trolls are a thing, but yeah, look how well the damn Black Orcs do, man. Just cutting through everything. That's really what makes this matchup kind of tough. And okay, let's get Azag over there. Spider Riders, keep kind of swooping around if you can. And do we have anything we want to chase off? Ideally, the Trolls would be really good to chase off, but we can't quite catch them. And now let's go ahead and pop a Vindictive Glare. Nope, just save it. We'll wait for the Manticore to get back up in the sky, because he will eventually. All right, so Spider Riders are circling. We're chasing these guys off. Let's go ahead and shoot here if we can. These guys in the back can go ahead and, yeah, we don't want to engage on those Trolls here. Move these Black Orcs in, move him into position, and good. The Manticore is broken. We have Bacon Cavalry coming back. I think we have some that came back from Rally too. Spirit Leeches. We don't want to use it on you. I think what we do here is just to try and finish off the Manticore, which will be up in the sky in just a second. Let's go ahead and time it 1, 2, and 3. That should hit. We'll see. These Spider Riders can pull back, although we might need their buffering here. Let's actually pull back here. Vindictive Glare doesn't quite finish off the Manticore. It might lead it to shattering. So let's go get those horsemen off the battlefield. We can disengage here. Let our Black Orcs saturate in. And what are these guys? Yeah, we can get you waddling there. We got some Spider Riders. We need to go kill his horsemen. Take away his mobility. Give us, you know, kind of freedom in regards to our engagements. And yeah, Spirit Leech. Save up wins magic right now. Now's a good time to stroke the rod. Very good. Pull you back. Pull the little goblin dude over there. And he's got a lot of spawn too. Chaos Trolls. If we could break some Chaos Trolls, that'd be pretty good. Because, like I said, we have some dudes kind of standing by to chase things off here. I'm going to save the Wa for like another big fight. We're a little bit ahead on the bounce power. It feels like his army is still pretty menacing, though. Yeah, we could mirror demons who are actually a good target too. Actually, yeah, we could just kind of nail those guys down. So we want to use our ammunition here on these guys. Cool. So chasing's going fine. We'll go ahead and head them off if we can. We got this guy down, and we will have a Vindictive Glare here pretty soon. Just kind of shoot the Trolls down. If Big Bird overextends, we can go in for the kill and save up for Vindictive Glares. It'll do reasonable damage against Big Bird. Nothing crazy, but it's certainly respectable. Yeah, you can see he's kind of pulling back on the bounce a little bit. We could go for like an Alpha Strike on these guys. But as far as infantry goes, we are very bare bones. I'm just going to try and get all our infantry kind of piling back in here and see what we can do. Little Goblin pull back. We got to use our ammo. We got to break these Trolls. They got to be close to breaking. Save up for Spirit Leeches, all that sort of good stuff. We got a couple Black Orcs here. And let's go ahead and just start shooting these Trolls. You know, I could go in with Azag from the back here, try and polish him off. And yeah, we got some Bacon Cav here, which is good. And yeah, he's a little bit over there, a little far away. So we can go ahead and just try and get the Trolls to break with a rear charge. Ooh, Azag. Yeah, that's a little dangerous. He kind of might get into the center mass there. Okay, they're broken now. This is exactly what we want. We pull these guys in. Perfect. Azag needs to get away, though, or else we could be in some trouble. And let's go ahead and pop this just to get the melee defense buffs. All right, Azag. Ooh, that might be a throw right there. Come on. There you go, little buddy. Did we even break the Trolls? It looks like they actually came back. Okay, that's a little scary, actually. Come on, Black Orcs. Get in there. Get in there and do it. Yep, he's doing a final transmutation. But that's okay. It's only going to hit one unit, right? So pile in, kill these guys, and now we can turn around and actually fight Big Bird, maybe? Yeah, we'll pop the Wa here. We'll get the big Wa going. This is the time. Azag needs to tear into this chicken. He's kind of struggling to keep up with it. Ooh, man, that thing moves so fast on the ground. That big KFC turkey, man. He is no joke. All right, Spider Riders, get in there. We need to protect our boy. And Spirit Leeches, yeah, we have a good pursuit here. This is all good. This is all good. We're gonna get up in the sky. We're gonna just Spirit Leech the chicken. I know it might seem inefficient, but like we need to kill that thing. Little goblins getting in there. Like this is all hands on deck now. Oh man, how did the big boss get over there? All right, get him. Finish him off. Let's go and pop Post Seeker to get a little bit of a vigor buff. And the Spider Riders can keep chasing. Actually, Spider Riders can pin in the Greenskin Horde here while we escape there and potentially chase some things down. All right, we're coming back in. Azag needs to get away. Trolls are broken here, so we can go ahead and chase those Trolls down. Azag's back up in the sky, and the little goblin that can now move over here and try and shank him. Okay, I think we got some damage. Spider Rider should get those trolls off. He's still got a lot of elite infantry, which is scary, but Azag charging is going to be very punishing potentially. It depends on the RNG. A lot of this comes down to RNG here. Like whoever's melee attack connects, whoever's doesn't. Looks like the chicken's in trouble, so we pull back with Azag now. Thankfully, we have some Black Orcs moving back in, and look at this little goblin's getting down and dirty too, which is great. Okay, so we get another Spirit Leech. He's very low. He's got like 500 HP. I think we just go in again. And yeah, his Demon's Fuse very low too. I think we're pulling ahead. It's a super close game. Pop on to Jet. Azag causes terror too. I do have some ITP here. Okay, we got the chicken. Man, that was a really well played game. Super close. I've definitely had some trouble with the big chicken. Oh, sorry, I don't need to save that. We're recording it live. All right, so let's see. Let us see what's going on. I liked his build was pretty cool. Like the trolls, which actually ended up getting good value. We should have chased him off. There's a couple times where we were a little bit sloppy with that. Azag 2300, Black Orcs 14. Yeah, Black Orcs are just so good. If you could bring 4 Black Orcs, Chaos would just have like almost no chance. Really suboptimal play with my Pig Calf. That was what almost cost me the game. I needed to get better engagements, but he just outmaneuvered me with that in that aspect of the game, and was able to get the Horseman with Big Bird. And like, if I could commit all my bacon plus Azag, right, I could be fine. But the problem is I had to play around his final transmutation, which means if I go in there, I commit, he final transmutations, it hit Azag and my 2 bacon cap, I like just lose the game right there. It's just over. Because I get routed, my flank collapses, Azag's dying. It's like, so that kind of changed the paradigm of the fight. But again, his infantry definitely got defeated for the most part, except the Demon Spew by the Black Orcs. Spider Riders are amazing. You can see like late game, you can even use them to fight in melee, and they do really well. Yeah, it was definitely a lot of fun. So very well played a strat game. That is going to be the series for now, and I think I'll queue up for another one here in a hot minute and record more of these because it's quite a bit of fun. All right, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this best of 3. Trying to, play some different factions. Greenskins definitely a pretty badass faction indeed. And my friends, we will see you next time. Well played a strat game, and see you. Yeah, just take care. Stay safe. We're moving. We'll see you in our new house soon. Cheers, guys.